Liverpool have just wrapped up the 2024-2025 season in the sweetest way possible. Their 20th Premier League title has allowed them to match the legendary record held by Manchester United. For those who have followed the fierce battle between these two giants over the past 3 years, this moment is truly unforgettable. A milestone that commands respect across England. And once again, the eternal question echoes: has Liverpool now done enough to be called the greatest club in England? If we look only at the number of trophies, the answer seems straightforward. But football has never been just a dry arithmetic of titles. Even Gary Neville, a legend who spent his entire career with Manchester United, had to bitterly admit after watching Liverpool lift the trophy, the debate is over. Liverpool are now the most successful club in England until United win another cup. A statement half bitter, half an acknowledgement of reality. However, is it truly fair to judge only by counting trophies? To fully understand, we need to look deeper into the journey of building, developing, and maintaining the standard of excellence that both clubs have followed through the years. 3 decades ago, Liverpool were the undisputed kings of English football. When the Premier League was born in 1992, Liverpool were ahead of Manchester United by 18 major trophies, a gap that seemed insurmountable. But football always finds a way to write incredible comebacks. Sir Alex Ferguson arrived at Old Trafford and boldly declared that he would knock Liverpool off their perch, and he did exactly that. From 1992 to 2013, Manchester United collected 25 trophies, including 13 Premier League titles and 2 Champions League crowns, their double of the Premier League and Community Shield in the 2010-2011 season, officially pushed them past Liverpool for the first time since the 1970s. From that moment on, the balance of power tilted firmly toward Old Trafford for more than a decade. During those years, Liverpool, despite their efforts, could only watch from behind. But as we all know, nothing is permanent in football. When Jurgen Klopp arrived at Anfield in 2015, he did not just bring his fierce gegenpressing tactics. He reignited the belief of a squad that had spent years living in disappointment. Under Klopp's guidance, Liverpool began a journey of rebuilding, closing the gap with Europe's elite, and step-by-step reviving their glorious image. The turning point came in the 2018-2019 season, when Liverpool conquered the Champions League with victory over Tottenham in Madrid. That title was more than just a silver trophy, it was a powerful statement. Liverpool were truly back. The 2021-2022 season was equally remarkable. The Reds played the maximum number of matches possible across all competitions, winning both the FA Cup and the League Cup after nerve-wracking penalty shootouts against Chelsea. Although they narrowly missed out on the Premier League title by a single point and fell to Real Madrid in the Champions League final, that campaign showcased Liverpool as a symbol of relentless ambition. By the 2024-2025 season, Liverpool finally reached a historic milestone: 20 domestic league titles, drawing level with the mighty record Manchester United had guarded for so many years. Once again, the wheel of English football history turned, and this time it was Anfield scripting the next great chapter. After years of careful cultivation under the magic touch of Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool now step into a new era under Arne Slot, a name that initially drew skepticism when appointed. Many questions were asked: could Slot keep the Anfield flame burning? But after just one season, those doubts have been laid to rest. Liverpool not only maintained their high standards but surged forward to claim the Premier League crown, creating a safe gap from the chasing pack. Without the need for blockbuster signings, they triumphed through a squad built on unity, discipline, and a clear understanding of their identity. Jamie Redknapp, on the day Liverpool lifted the silverware, remarked with admiration, "Liverpool did not need a big-money signing because Slot himself was their biggest acquisition." Meanwhile, Daniel Sturridge, who once wore the Reds shirt during Klopp's early years, could not hide his excitement, saying, "This is just the beginning. Liverpool can win many more trophies." Arne Slot did not need flashy declarations or noisy promises. Calm and composed, he methodically guided Liverpool back to the summit of English football through his resilience and tactical finesse. Even Gary Neville, a legend whose heart beats for Manchester United, had to admit with bitter honesty, Liverpool were once far behind us, but now they have overtaken, and that really hurt. Today's Liverpool is no longer just a team of explosive moments. They have become a resilient machine capable of maintaining their place at the summit over the long haul. And sometimes, it is that very consistency that best measures the true greatness of a football club. Meanwhile, Manchester United, once the unrivaled model of dominance under Sir Alex Ferguson for 3 decades, has been in decline ever since his departure from Old Trafford in 2013. More than a decade has passed, and the theater of dreams has seen 6 different managers come and go. David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Erik ten Hag, and most recently Ruben Amorim. Each new appointment brought fresh hope, only for disappointment to follow, and in the end, Manchester United have managed to win only 4 major trophies in over 10 years, a staggering drop from the heights they once commanded. The 2024-2025 season stands as the clearest proof of this decline. Ruben Amorim, the man who once led Sporting Lisbon to glory, arrived with hopes of rebuilding United, but the reality is that Old Trafford remains mired in crisis. Right now, Manchester United sit in 14th place in the Premier League standings. Regardless of the outcomes in the final rounds, they are certain to finish with the worst league position in their Premier League history. Even Ruben Amorim had to bluntly admit, perhaps we are the worst Manchester United team in history. A shocking statement on the surface, but one that painfully reflects the truth at Old Trafford. Even Jamie Carragher could only let out a bitter laugh when he heard it, saying, "Strange, but not wrong. Manchester United today are like a ship lost at sea. The talent is still there, the financial muscle remains powerful, but no one seems able to forge it into a team capable of truly competing." Meanwhile, on the red side of Merseyside, Liverpool continue to charge forward with stability and strength. Manchester United, for now, still possess superior financial might compared to Liverpool, but that edge is no longer unshakable. United are thriving largely due to their global brand power, the massive fan base, and a commercial foundation built over decades. On the balance sheet, United remain one of football's financial titans. According to Deloitte, their revenue for the 2022-2023 season reached £648.4 million and is projected to hit £661.76 million in the 2024 fiscal year. Those are staggering numbers, showing that their financial strength has hardly been dented by poor on-pitch performances. Meanwhile, Liverpool, despite their impressive growth, fueled by on-field success and smart commercial moves, still trail United by roughly £50 to £70 million annually. But that picture is shifting. With the expansion of Anfield to more than 61,000 seats and consistent success in both the Premier League and Champions League, Liverpool are rapidly closing the gap. Broadcast revenues and prize money are flowing into Anfield stronger than ever. If Liverpool can maintain this trajectory under Arne Slot, reaching £700 million in annual revenue is only a matter of time. When that happens, the financial race will become far more balanced. It is important to note that in the modern era, commercial power is not built solely on past glories. It heavily depends on current image and success. If Liverpool continue to lift trophies and make deep runs in major competitions, the new global generation, many of whom have no memory of Sir Alex Ferguson's golden era, will grow up with Liverpool as their symbol instead of Manchester United. This will gradually shift brand value and revenue streams over the long term. On the other hand, Manchester United face looming challenges: more than £300 million in outstanding transfer debt, rising interest costs, and increasing pressure to invest heavily just to maintain their status. They still possess formidable revenue power, but if they continue to fail on the pitch, sustaining growth in an increasingly cutthroat environment will not be easy. Right now, Manchester United still hold a financial edge over Liverpool, but that advantage could narrow rapidly if the Reds continue winning silverware and expanding their commercial empire. The battle between these two giants is no longer just about titles. It is also a global brand war. The history of English football has witnessed many dramatic power shifts, from Liverpool's dominance to Manchester United's golden era. And now perhaps Liverpool's return to the summit. And the most fascinating truth remains: greatness is never permanent. It moves, it evolves, it must be constantly earned. Carragher may declare the debate over, but in reality, debate is the soul of football. Right now, Liverpool deserve to be called the new symbol of stability, success, and fighting spirit. But just like Manchester United once rose from the ashes, everything can change again. Who truly is the greatest club in England? It may take many more years to answer that question, but for now, Liverpool have climbed to the top, and the rest we leave to the future to write.